Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took an L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring, nah. In the scene like GOT.
Stay awake, don't sleep. What's going on, everybody? How are you guys? Who do we have over there? Okay, so you guys know I'm legally blind, so give me a second. Buddha 1000, love you, baby. Thank you so much for always being on it. You are the best moderator. Thank you so much for reminding everybody to subscribe. I'm so excited. You see the numbers, Buddha? Like, did you see that number? I would all the ADT, man. My ADT family had my back this week. They are now officially part of the J Crew. I'm part of the ADT family. They're part of the J Crew. They got me to 1,000 subscribers, Buddha, from 600. Look at this. Look at this number. Where are we at? Huh? Look at that. Literally within a couple of hours, they banded together. Coach led the way. Shout out to Coach. Love you, man. Let me get over to the channel. All right. Hey, Shonda, what's going on? We got Buddha, we got Shonda, we got Portuguese Flying Stew over from the ADT crew. What's going on, Portuguese? How you doing, honey? Thank you for coming. We got my beautiful wife, Vegan Knowledge. Hey, honey. Kathy Wozniak, Dolly Bush. How are you, ladies? I love my mother-in-law. Love you, Ma. Oh, you see that number? Huh? Oh my goodness. ADT, American Dream Trading. If you guys want to get financially literate, go over and sit with Coach for a couple hours. He will teach you literally how to go from 0 to 60 in under a couple of seconds. I mean, this man got me to over 1,100 subscribers in like 2 hours from 600. You guys that have been with me know how long we were sitting at 600. Do you not remember that? It was just last week. Okay. In fact, it was just a few days ago. And within a matter of a couple of hours, he said, "You know what? The hell with that. You're under our wing now. Let's get everybody on." He put an APB out to TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. He went ballistic and had people subscribing. So I'm so thankful for that. Thanks again, Coach. And I appreciate it. And guys, head over to American Dream Trading. If you've ever wanted to learn how to trade stock market, go over to americandreamtrading.com or check out his YouTube channel, check him out on TikTok and get with the program, because I'm telling you, he is making millionaires over there. I've literally been there just a couple of weeks. He's already gifted me a free membership. Okay. And that's not something he does that often. $750. I made him a video and he loved it so much that he just gave me a free member. That's the kind of heart he has. But he literally sits online all day trading and will step you through it. He's got so many awesome moderators over there that help him out, that help people. And he just trades all day and lets you watch what he's doing. And he will share his screen with you if you have a membership, and he will teach you how to trade. He has made at least 5 million, and a couple of them just in the time that I've been there. I'm literally watching people learn how to, that have never traded, that have never freaking traded. That's huge. And I mean, it just, and then when he did this, I'm like, no way, man. I'm home. So shout out to American Dream Trading. I appreciate you guys so much. It is absolutely, you know what? Hold up. I gotta go get it. I gotta go get the pick. Because that's literally insane. Huh? Oh, there you are. Hold on. Let me get Jen in here. Okay, you're in.
Thank you. I thought my system was doing something weird again, like last week, or it wasn't letting me show up.
Welcome, Vegan Knowledge.
Thank you. Excited to be here on this Takeover Tuesday. Farah said that, hi, Dawn, this is Farah from the ADT family showing some love.
Hey, Farah.
And
what's going on, honey?
Kurt Cook said, listen to her, good people and great knowledge. I agree. Richard said ADT all the way.
The way, baby. Woo! I gotta go. I'm gonna dip out and come right back in, because I want to put the picture of Coach up.
And of course, Buddha is saying, let's get to 15,000. She's ready to take it to a whole nother level. And who else we got? Portuguese Flying Stew. Welcome. I'm so excited to see all you guys here. I hear kind of from a distance the group, but I know what great people you are already just from being around. So thank you for being here. She can hear it.
I'm in my office. I'm in the studio with the speakers up, and there he is. There's
Hey, Coach. I feel like the coach is watching me.
That's the thumbnail I made for the thank you video to you guys. I appreciate the ADT crew so much. You guys see Dolly, Buddha? You guys see that? Look at that. I put that in our Discord, and look how many people showed up to show love. That is unbelievable. So yeah, you talking about man, you talking about a family. We're all going to be rich together, chilling, on our yachts, hooking up.
Heck yeah. I already got the
Oh
invites out.
man, yeah.
Hey, is that TL TL Criddle? I don't know. Maybe I'm saying your name so wrong. He said, "Hey y'all, ADT, we coming." Yes, it's amazing. Buddha said, "Congrats,
Yeah.
congratulations from me as well. We are so proud of you. You just kept hanging in there with that, letting us run our mouths on these streams with you, letting us
Well,
vent
hey
about our
man, this
90
is just the
dayers."
beginning. This is just the beginning. It's just like what Coach said. He just hit 5,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel today.
Ah,
He said
Criddle,
he might try to. He
got
and his
you.
wife may try to. They actually are 90 Day Fiance fans, so they may try to scoop in here for a second and then, just to say hi. So if you see him and show him some love. Coach might be here. So
Straight Razor, what's up from the ADT family?
what's up, ADT fam? Welcome to the J Crew. My normal J Crew is here. Buddha 1000, Dolly Bush, of course, my beautiful wife, Vegan Knowledge.
I saw mom in here, didn't I?
Yes,
Before I
Kathy
popped in.
Wozniak, my beautiful mother-in-law. How are you?
Well, this was definitely, I was already talking about it in the chat, what a crazy week it was. What about what they did with that little after thing too?
Yeah, I got it all lined up over here. Hold on here. Let's go ahead and get into it, gang. So we got 90 Day Fiance, Tell All, No Limit, Part 4, conclusion. So it starts out. All right, what's going on?
Farrah said, "Heck yeah, ADT millionaires in the making." That's right.
All of
We're
us.
pumped.
All
Nice
right, so
pick.
we got Jovi over there.
You definitely
Okay, so
captured Angela's face with that one.
so it starts off with a little bit of rollover from last week with Angela literally going off the deep end, yelling and screaming at Michael as usual, okay, about not wanting him to basically wipe his nose without her standing over him. I cannot stand the way that she talks to this man and the way he allows her. But as we found out, Mike is not innocent. Okay. Apparently, he's been cheating on her, and she feels like Usman is a bad influence. So she and Usman go back and forth. You guys probably saw it. They go back and forth. They're yelling, they're screaming, and he's yelling back at her. And Michael didn't like it. So it leaves off last week with him on his way over to see Usman to basically, we don't know what he's going to do, right? So he's headed over there to Usman to figure out, what's going on and why is he talking to Angela like that? Okay, and look at Usman. Usman's sitting there looking like a
It
little
looks
kid
like he
who's all
smells
pissed
something.
off. I know. You do not talk to me like that. I don't know. I am not Michael. You do not talk to me like that. All right. So here's my thing. Okay. He gets over there and he starts, talking to Usman. And I don't know what happened to the picture that I had of Michael and Usman in here, but Michael and Usman start talking, and for whatever reason, Usman starts explaining to Michael that he's smarter than him.
Yeah, that
Okay.
threw me off. I'm like, did you just say it right to the man's face? Like, not that you should say it behind him either, but he just, she knows I'm smarter than you. And Michael just glazed right on over it.
He just glazed right over it. Like he did not care that the man just called him stupid in front of global television.
Look, he said it a nice way. He didn't call him stupid. He said, "She knows I'm smarter than you."
Yeah, well, you know,
It's like, "Oh, Michael, do you realize what he just said? Like, your wife thinks I'm smarter." I think what maybe it was a language barrier. I'm gonna try to make it seem like that maybe he was trying to say that she thinks I'm influencing you or something, which he was trying to say, but he said that in the wrong way.
right. Well, you know, and Michael, he speaks English. Okay. He speaks English. So there was no reason for him not to understand it. Usman literally just called him an idiot to his face. But he's over there standing over there like King Kong, like he's going to do something. But he doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? And all he does is defend Angela and says, listen, she's been covering for me. I've been screwing up and she's been covering me for me. So I don't like the way you talk to her. Don't talk to her like that. I mean, but here's my thing. There's a way to say it. And the way that she talks to him and demands that he lets go of his Instagram. I don't want you talking to this person. I don't want you to. He's a grown freaking man. He's a grown man. Why are you talking to him like that? And why is he allowing her to talk to him like that? Because he doesn't talk to her like that. I mean, what's the purpose of that? But
Yeah.
she loves him.
She loves him. And Portuguese Flying Stew said, I think Usman is using the show to promote his music, gained a ton of followers on Instagram. It's all about the clout. I think you're right. And then Buddha said, Usman is smarter than Michael. I'm not even sorry. Hey, Janetta, welcome in.
Janetta, how art thou? Yeah, I agree, Buddha. Look, anybody who would let somebody stand there and say it and then not defend themselves kind of proved his point.
You know what, Stu, you're right because I've been starting to see that even more and more as the years of this show have progressed on or the seasons. You do see somebody's on there trying to promote something most of the time. It seems like.
Jabri was on
Mhm.
there trying to promote. It's the living in a rat. If I heard rat race one more time, I was gonna jump through the freaking screen. He was on Instagram every 5 minutes with this rat race shit. So it's like, you know, everybody goes on there to promote something. Kim, I don't know what she's promoting, but I think she just wanted to get on television. Everybody says she got on there, but Kim was his ticket. You know, I'm not surprised that they broke up. I really think that I really no, here's the thing. I really think that relationship was a sham. Anybody here agree with me? I think
Yeah.
that was relationship. She was a super fan, and Usman probably hit her up in the DMs and said, "Listen, I need to get on the show. Zara's not going to do it. Would you go on there with me? Would you go on? I need a woman to go on there and say they're going to be my fiance."
But I do think somewhere along the line she got wrapped up in it and wrapped up in him and forgot the separation between it was a,
Yeah, she
a
started falling for him.
contract. And he, I think, kind of liked her in a way, but it was all about definitely the promotion with them. You can tell which ones, at least I feel like I can, are in it for love and which ones like that didn't even
Look,
make sense. They
Usman
say
got that
Kim.
yammy, 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 yammy. Usman got that yammy.
And you
He's
got the
got the
voice to do it.
yammy.
And
Oh my
Dolly
God.
said they say Kim and Usman faked their breakup. Oh, really? Oh,
Wait a
that's
minute. I'm
interesting.
saying they faked their relationship, so they're saying they faked their breakup. They're actually because maybe he did fall for her, right?
Richard, thank you. He said he lives in Alaska and he's got to work in like 4 hours. So he's got to
Get
go. But
some
thanks
rest,
for
my
dropping
friend.
in,
Thank you for
Richard.
coming. Thank you
Thank
for coming. I
you.
appreciate you so much. Go get that rest. You need it.
Kurt said he needs to watch the show to understand. Yeah, definitely check it out.
Yeah, you know, and it's actually come to a close because this is
You can binge it
the
now.
yeah, this is the end of it now, but this was the finale, this was the last of the four-part series. And what they're gonna do now is they're going to The Other Way Sunday. The Other Way is premiering. So, you know, I'm excited about that. So that's gonna be good. Well, at least we
Oh,
got a new season. I'm curious to see if Debbie shows up on The Other Way. You remember Debbie and Tony?
yeah, I don't see her on none of the commercials though. You think they'd be promoting that?
Yeah.
But I only
or
saw
they're
like one
waiting.
or two. Yeah, maybe they're gonna surprise us, but you'd think they'd be building it up where
Right.
people might not want to see her. I
Right.
like her though. I like those two.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, they're cute. You
Buddha
know.
wants to know, are you gonna review 90 Day the Other Way?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go with the other way. But you know something? You guys have talked to me from time to time about Love After Lockup, and Coach was suggesting that I do it as well. He's like, you are missing the boat with if you're not doing Love After Lockup. So yeah, maybe we need to add that in, guys. What do you think?
Definitely. I
Yeah,
would
Love
do I
After
would like
Lockup.
that. I haven't watched it, but you got me curious from telling me what everybody's saying about it. And
I'm up on Lauren and Alex, and I'm up to speed on Borders too. Love Without Borders. So we've been watching both of those shows. So if you guys want to get into a conversation about that, we can as well.
yeah,
But
speaking
yeah, so Michael goes over there and handles his business with Usman, right? And then after the Usman situation, then it goes straight into Jovi and Yara, and it goes on with Jovi and Yara pretty much for the most of the tell-all part, because everything else after that was pretty much the aftermath. But they go through the full gambit, talking about how Yara surprised and blindsided Jovi wanting to move over to Europe without really discussing it, and then on top of that, she wanted to get an apartment without even putting his name on it. So, do you guys think that Yara was trying to leave Jovi on the low and he wasn't having it? So, she wasn't able to get away with it, or she just legit wanted a place to have when he goes to work? I don't know. Because when the girlfriend, Symphony, shows up and starts talking about, because remember, they had Yara went out. Yara went out with her girlfriends, and they're all laughing and joking and basically talking about Jovi, saying how he's not that good looking and how Yara could do so much better. She could get herself a sugar daddy.
I felt
That's
terrible
Symphony.
for poor Jovi during that whole like thing. It's like, okay, he's not that bad looking of a guy. Why are they picking on him like that? It's like when two people said it, poor Jovi's probably home looking in the mirror like, what's wrong with me?
But then
But
Angela backed him up. She said, "You're gorgeous," but she thinks everybody's gorgeous.
yeah, she was already trying to pick up on the bartender after. But
And her doctor.
I think it was a little bit of both because I think all of a sudden, Yara got like wanted a little bit taste of her freedom back that she had before the baby, kind of, and her
Yeah,
mom
because the
was in her
baby was
head.
glued to her breast for like 17 months, she said she was breastfeeding.
Hmm. So, but it's still like Portuguese flying stew. No, he said, how is she gonna buy an apartment in Europe and not talking to him? Right. Like a lot of people discuss things with each other when they just go to the store and want to buy like a new blender. So she's gonna buy a whole apartment without talking to him.
Yeah, that was BS.
In a different country, that had to make him feel insecure. And I do think there's some truth to the whole like that's why he wanted to rush and have another kid with her to kind of lock her in. But
Tie her down.
he needs to take a rule out of what she did when she said, no, I just let him go on his vacation. Because if he holds on too tight with her, she's pulling away the other way too.
Yeah. And
Right or wrong.
what about the crap that they pulled with the mother? I was so upset at that.
Yeah, like
They
part of me feels like Yara loves her and wants her to be in the baby's life. And then the other part of me is like, so why is she trying to move farther away from her after she decided to move? That was weird.
Yeah, she bitched and moaned that, Miss Gwen wasn't helping her enough with the baby. And Miss Gwen said, listen, I'll help you as much as I can, but I'm not a nanny. But, and it's a 2.5 hour drive to be driving, and she's older. So she and her husband buy property near Jovi and Yara, and now they hit her with the fact that they're thinking about moving to Florida. Which
It's
reminds
just
me of Lauren and Lexi, because Lauren's parents treated her like crap, talked to her like she was 12 years old, and then got pissed because they're pissed because she wants to move to Israel from Florida. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Jovi's now picking up, taking the grandbaby and leaving. So these parents are getting left in the dust and they're pissed off about it.
Buddha said everybody on 90 Day is going to Florida. That's it. I'm moving there too. Psych.
I know, right?
Dawn wants to
They
be there too.
Yeah, I do. They've got the weather. Maryland, Ocean City's cool, but hey, why
Yeah.
not have it year
We
round?
This winter though, I haven't really been that cold. I'm loving this winter. Not like Florida weather, but it's been nice, mild.
Right. Well, speaking of breastfeeding, so then Angela gets on it and she starts saying she's Queen Bee and that she turned Yara on to the people who gave her breast augmentation. Or Yara, contacted her about it and she kind of put her on to who did it with her. You know what I mean? And then on top of it, now Shida wants to hook up with Yara and get the same surgery done with the guy. So, I hope she's getting some referral, some finder's fees there because everybody wants to get their breasts like Yara. Yara looks like a Barbie doll. And then I feel bad because Andre's in the background, Andre, basically making fun of Jovi, calling Jovi ugly. He said he's not that good looking. It's like, okay, everybody's picking on Jovi. You know what I mean? So that was absolutely crazy. Nobody wants to be Jovi's friend. And then Ed, okay, he basically added to it, putting the icing on the cake, talking about, and he's calling him a pussy and he's a wuss, and Yara basically controls the relationship. So, I mean, poor Jovi, it's like I felt so bad for the guy. Hey, Renee Revelinsky, how are you? She said, true, at Renee Revelinsky.
Hey Renee.
Ed
I'm gonna
showed his butt to everybody. Did he ever? He pissed everybody off. Okay. Ed pissed everybody off. It was almost like they tasked him with basically getting in everybody's face. He had something to say about everybody. And he
Speaking
was,
of that, yeah, he was just, and he was rude. It was like he was taking out his whole relationship. And even after he said it, like everybody that said something to me got it. Like, like he was, that is true. Portuguese Flying Stew said Ed is a gaslighter manipulator. I'm
yes,
with
he
you there.
is. And I love this woman. I didn't used to like Jenny. I love Jenny stands up for herself. You shut up.
That was perfect right there. I loved Angela and Jenny both got on him when she's like, you know what your problem is? You're mean to Lizzie all the time, but you're nice to all the other women. And then Jenny with her, you shut up.
You shut up.
Jenny was so popular after she looked like a kid that just all of a sudden came to like popularity with her girlfriends when they were getting in the
Angela's
car
like,
and
"What are you doing?" She did with after like 6 glasses of champagne. What are you doing, Ed? What are you doing? I mean, she just looked like a lush running around there. She really did with those pants, those pantsuits she's wearing. She looks like she's wearing drapes or curtains or something.
Renee
Um,
said Jenny was awesome this tell all. Yes, she was. She
I loved
just
it.
hung out
You
in the
shut
wings and
up.
then it was like all she had to say was that. Ed is a Portuguese Flying Stew said Ed is like a chihuahua trying to hump your leg after barking nonstop. Buddha said, do y'all see Ed's ass hang out in that pic? Sheesh, that man's
No, and I
clothes
don't
don't even
want
fit
to.
him.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Oh
Renee,
my
Jenny
god.
was
She
the
called
mama
him a
bear.
wisdom tooth. the other week. Wisdom teeth shake
Wait, I've
head.
got one. Remember the mucus commercial we saw the other night? It's like Mucinex or something.
Yeah, he's
What
the
was so
booger.
he was I was like,
He
there's
looked
a lot
just like that guy.
him and the
Oh
tooth
my
and
god.
the oh, now I'm gonna see him as a chihuahua. He is just, you know, trying to make up for whatever his insecurities are. He's just weird.
So after the tell-all got real juicy because then you got Andre and Jovi talking about, how he asked him, basically checked in with him, how you doing after everybody calling you ugly and making fun and big, and he said, I'm good. He said, yeah, but you got to watch what's going on with Yara, because her putting an apartment in her and her daughter's name is basically saying something to you. And Jovi agreed with him. He said, yeah, I would have never done that. I would have never gone and gotten an apartment and not put Yara's name on it. That's just not something that I would do to my wife.
I don't like the way Yara's kind of I understand that she's trying to protect herself, but she also has to remember that they're a unit and they're married and he's bought in and doing, even willing to say, I don't care, mom, if you're moving here. I have to go where Yara wants to go. So it seems to me he's kind of bought into their pairing, that they are a team, and she's
Yeah.
kind of trying to do things on her own. I don't know if it's maybe because she, like she said, she saw her mom get left by her dad, and then the whole thing with the friend is in her
Yeah.
head.
And he's not showing any signs of that. This is a guy that you took from going to strip clubs nightly and turned him into a family man. And now that she's got him there, now she wants to run out. Now she's bored. Now she's tired. And she's going to end up making him relapse back into the old Jovi. So she better keep him like that while she's got him like that, because if
I
he
think
goes
he
back the other
already
way,
has.
that's a sure divorce. They're not going to last if he goes back to being the way he used to be.
Yeah, and I think I think it's when they got back to when they got to their hotel room, I think his feelings were hurt from everybody kind of coming at him with the whole he's out of your league, and or you're out of his league and stuff.
Yeah, and she
And
laughed it off. She didn't even defend him. She laughed it off. She thought it was cute.
yeah,
It's like, nah, they're talking about your husband. Even the girlfriend Samantha said, yeah, the other chick was out of pocket saying that, you know? But she didn't even
yeah.
defend him. And he saw that. And he brought it up to her in the hotel room. He said, you laughed at it. You didn't have my back,
At
you
least
know?
he had a reason to be mad, not like Ed. Oh, I got caught cheating, but you should have had my you should have been
He
on
was
my
pissed at
side, Liz.
everybody.
He was
Oh,
mad at
you're on her
Liz for
side.
being
Oh,
mad at him
okay.
for not
Yeah, we're on
defending
her
him.
side because you're an asshole.
Buddha
Okay.
said Yara admitted she has trust issues, plus she's told Jovi why she wants her own spot so he can't keep acting surprised.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
does she want her own spot? What? Because he's gone, I think was the reasoning for that. Because he's gone like 8 months out of the year.
He must make some good money doing that, I'm
Oh,
guessing,
a marine
because why wouldn't he
biologist.
have given up that type of thing? But he probably likes the traveling, but now it's kind of a before it was okay because he was single. Now it's kind
Hmm.
of messing
Yeah,
things
and he
up.
said it on the show. He said, "Yeah, I make too good of money to walk away from that." And
He should
hey,
join
that's
American Dream Trading.
there you go.
He could work
You
from
know,
home.
he could work from home. ADT family.
Let's
He
call
could work
Jovi.
from home. But okay, so we're in the after party and we've got these three women and a baby. Boy, Jenny looks sick in her 60s right there, dude.
I thought
No,
she seemed older this whole episode, like the way that she was acting around the girls. I'm not used to seeing her interact with anybody but Submit.
right. Yeah, she looks like she looks better than Debbie though.
Right.
But yeah, so you got everybody in the car on the way to the little after party spot. And Kim basically talking about, she's proud of herself. She's over Usman and, they're not going to hook back up. And then you've got these two riding together and Big Ed apologizing to Jovi for basically calling him out of his name, right? Which that's going to come back up later. Look at Ed with the white shirt. Wait a minute. This one's not screaming, guys. Somebody must have said, Buddha, was it you?
Buddha
Somebody
called
must
the
have said
wardrobe people,
something.
or that's his sleep shirt or something.
This
That's his
one's not
nightgown.
screaming. The buttons aren't screaming on
But I
this one.
don't think he was wearing that, was he, when we got to the after party? I feel like
No,
he took
Ed's a
that.
diva. He changed. He changed his clothes because he's going to this little cocktail party they have. So he wants to try to, I guess, try to look cute for
Put a
Liz.
tight shirt on for her. Yara, oh, okay. Buddha said, but he talks about how her body didn't look good to her, so I don't feel sorry when he heard how her friends were talking. That's true too. If he's the one that said something about her
Her
breasts
breast didn't
being
look right.
different.
Right.
Renee said, notice that Miss Gwen will call out Jovi on his foolishness, but Yara's mom acts like a sneaky snake. And that's true.
Yeah. That's very true.
And Buddha said, love the way Jenny and Kim was encouraging going after small Ed, right? She kept saying, why do they call him big?
We got that too. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where did we put that one? There it is. All right. They even got Angela in on it. So Angela comes in passing out drinks to everybody, and everybody basically, and Ed's back there in the hallway listening in like the little brat he
I mean,
is.
he's just like, ugh. He just
He
looks like he's
can't
sticking his nose in
stand
the air.
he can't stand that she's got this attention from these women and they're protecting her because it reminded me of like a lioness's like den. It
Yeah.
was like it's like tread lightly, and look, he's like I don't know if I want to go
But
in
that's
there.
why he was trying to get her away from the party and get
He's
her
trying to
away
pull her
from
away
them.
from it.
Because he knew she was going to be strong while she was near them. But the minute she's by herself, she's going to go back to him. I don't think. I hope
Well,
she's in that it's being strong, but please get away from him.
she's being strong around them, but remember Kim had the conversation with her that, hey, I'm not that far from you, I'm just up the road, so if you she said, I'm gonna call on you when I feel like I'm weak and I want to go back, I'm gonna give you a call. Does anybody in the chat believe that she's gonna do that?
No,
I don't know. I
I
don't
want
know.
to believe it, but I don't. I just said I feel like something is a little bit off logically with her. Like she just is in a different world. Like I feel like now she seems like she's got her stuff together and I'm just going to go and I'm going to be happy and concentrate on my career and everything, but I just feel like something keeps drawing her back to this guy, whether it's like self uh inflicted pain or something. I don't know why she keeps going back to Ed.
Mm-hmm. Look how he's looking at her right there. It's like she's kind of talking and mingling, and he's looking at her, getting along with everybody, and you could tell he feels some kind of way about it.
But he's a manipulator, so all he's trying to do, he's gonna be nice, get work his way in, then he's gonna start putting her down again, and then cheating on her and making her feel like crap again. It's like a cycle that he can't seem to end.
And then he and Jovi are back. Jovi tries to be the big man on campus and get Ed to apologize to all the women that he insulted, and he said, "No, we had this conversation in the car, okay? And you and I already squashed it, and that's the end of it. I don't want to talk about it anymore." Remember back here, he had apologized to Jovi already. But then Jovi pulls him up at the party once again and tells him this time, I don't like the way you spoke to my wife, and I don't think you spoke to Jenny right. I think you should apologize. And Ed basically tells him to kiss his ass. He's like, we had this
It looked like he
conversation.
got scared they were gonna get into an altercation, so he ran away. Like, no means no. I'm out of here. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, well, he came off a little bit more bolder than that. He was like, "No, we already talked about this in the car, and that's the end of it. I already apologized to you. That's all I'm apologizing for." So, and
Yeah.
then Jovi said, "You're lucky you don't get your ass whipped."
Jovi
I
wanted
know he
to.
wants to smack the shit out of him. I know he does. I know he does. Everybody does. So yeah,
Even
he
Liz.
then he goes back
KT in
there,
the
peeing
house.
around the corner. Hey, KT. Janetta beat you to it this time. So I felt bad because Ed's now texting Liz or texting the production crew and CCing Liz on it. He's copying Liz on it and basically showing off saying, "Hey, I'm going to Boston. I've got a speaking engagement. I want to confirm that you guys know that Liz and I are separating at this point. And she's going to go ahead, make arrangements to go back to San Diego without me." And then she reads the message and she gets upset. Why?
I,
Why? Let him go.
that's the reason I don't believe her, because
He
I was
plays mind
confused.
games with this girl.
I was so confused as to why the next day or whenever that was that I was watching, she was like, why now we were supposed to go together and now he's going there, and I'm like, but
Yeah,
isn't
it's
that
like
what
good
you wanted?
riddance.
Didn't you just tell Kim to keep you away from him?
Right. It's like good riddance. You caught him attempting to cheat. He was cyber cheating. He was knocking on Rose's door. And you basically sat there in front of everybody. He took his ring back. Okay. Like, give me my ring back. He made you look
Like, you're
lesser
the one that
than.
was doing something wrong because you caught him cheating,
Absolutely.
so he took the ring back.
You're performing because you didn't like what I did. You voiced your opinion. So it's a performance. No, she's speaking up for it. It's called speaking up for yourself, Ed. Okay. It's not called performing. You're the one that's performing. She was speaking up for herself. You need to get the definition right, you know? And then on top of everything else, anybody who defends her, they're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, you're taking her side. Yeah, because you're wrong,
He lashed out
dude.
at everybody that took her side. Buddha said, "Doesn't Ed Shirt scream throw red wine on me?" I was waiting for a drink that whole time to go. Somebody's drink
Jim.
did.
That's her jam. She threw how many drinks on Usman?
Good thing Usman wasn't there with a white shirt on.
Right. She said, "Oh, that shirt would look so good with a glass of wine." I'm sure it would. I was waiting for you to do it. Why didn't you do it? I wanted her to throw that wine on him. So basically, let's see. I think that was the end of that session. They kept her away, right? And then Kim and Angela go off into a room. Everybody paired off, Kim and Angela go off and they start talking. They start striking up a friendship. And she's saying, "I want you to apologize to Usman." And she said, "Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not apologizing to Usman. Usman, this is just something you're going to have to deal with. I'm cool with you, but me and Usman will never be friends. And that's just the way it is. So you just got to deal with that." And Kim was like, "Yeah, but she admitted that she still does have feelings for Usman and she's not thrilled about the fact of him finding somebody else and getting married. She doesn't want to see it. But once it happens, she's going to, at that point, disconnect from him on Instagram and all the platforms. And that's the scene right there where Angela was trying to tell her, "Listen, you are being played. I know what's going on with him behind the scenes and you got to let him go. You are being played. He's lying to you, about his feelings, about everything. So let him go, you know. And she should know because she's getting played by Michael. So she's trying to hook a sister up, and hopefully Kim is taking and listening to her. That's probably the only thing that Angela has ever said that I agree with her on, and in the manner that she said it, without screaming,
Yeah.
because she's not talking to Michael. She talks civilly to everybody but him. You notice that?
And I still think that, yeah, Michael is in the wrong. There's no excuse for it, but I think that Michael started, when that whole thing happened, when he realized that she had no respect for him and she was talking down to him and she was trying to flirt with the other guy and was going to move with him. No doubt that caused him to want to like lash out and make her jealous.
Yeah,
And so he started probably seeing somebody else thinking he was losing her anyway,
yeah.
possibly. So it's toxic. And really, the only way, I don't know now. I don't really trust him or her, but it's probably going to end badly if they do come over here. Either
No
that or
doubt.
it's or they're going to live happily ever after because she is going to like scare the heck out of him. He won't be able to
Everybody,
move.
do me a favor. Everybody that still may be in here, please smash that like button and help the algorithm even more. I so would appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are amazingly awesome. Anybody who hasn't subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you know when, and get the notification bell so you know when we're going to go live or upload any videos. Thank you, Buddha, for always reminding everybody to do that too. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Buddha. And KT, I don't know if I can say this on air. Let's see. Ed is an asshole and someone is going to kick his ass. Yeah, you're right. Kim, don't hold back. Kim Turner in the house.
Yeah.
No, no
I would
messing
not be
around.
surprised if, something, you know, we see something on the news about this guy because he makes a lot of enemies, I don't know if it's an act or what, but he seems like he makes a lot of enemies no matter what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, dude, nobody's got time for that. You're wrong. I wonder where he went to speak in Boston. Like where could he be? What does he do for a living? He's a photographer, right?
Yeah, what is he speaking about?
I don't
Like,
know.
he probably, I don't know who in the world would want him to come
I
speak.
remember seeing one of the, I fell asleep on Pillow Talk, but I think Patrick and his brother John are reviewing the show. Thais must be off taking care of the baby somewhere, but Patrick and John were like, what the hell's he doing in Boston? Like, who's
Right?
listening? Who's listening to Big Ed?
Right. Remember when you had that video of him? He was standing out there with the sign up that $2 to take a picture with him.
Yeah.
Buddha said
$2 Polaroids. Take a picture with me, $2. It's like,
that
why would I pay to take a picture with you?
that was weird. Buddha said, I don't like how Angela excuses her flirting or touching other men as I gotta make him jealous. That's crappy. Yeah, it's always a double
Right.
standard. Hi, Jeff. Jeff from the ADT fam.
Welcome, Jeff. Thank you. Welcome in. Smash the like button for me. ADT family in the house, baby.
Woo!
Millionaires in the making. People helping people.
That is so excellent. I love the turnout tonight. Thank you, everybody.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support. I'm part of the ADT crew and they are now part of the J crew. The J crew has grown. For those of you
Yes.
that didn't get wind of it yet, we are now up to, thanks to the J Crew and ADT family, 1,123 subscribers, guys,
Woo!
from 600. That happened in a matter of hours, thanks to Coach. He got everybody on it, and they didn't just subscribe. Look, they're in here supporting. That's what I'm talking about. That's real.
That's right. We
That's
got our
real shit right there.
OG, maybe they would call them OJ crew originals. We've been hanging out in here and looking,
Yes,
hovering around that 600. We got Dolly and
Dolly Bush,
Buddha,
Buddha, Renee
Renee,
Revelinsky,
Katie, Janetta.
Casey and Janetta. Yeah, man. You guys have been
Now we got
there.
the new
My
family.
day ones.
We
But yeah,
got
we welcome all you guys. Thank you
thank you,
so much for being
ADT.
here. But yeah, I tell you, I'm looking forward to the other way. This season has been crazy. What with Bilal finally deciding to give Shad a baby and Submit's parents not talking to him after marrying Jenny. It's just
Yeah.
Yara wanting to skip out on Jovi. Good God Almighty, it's just making me hot. It's making me hot.
It's just one thing after another, right? I'm looking forward to the other
Michael
way
cheating
too.
on Angela? Come on.
I
That's just
know.
some
Whoever
crazy
thought?
stuff this season. It was a good season. I give it that. It was a
Yeah,
good season.
it
You
definitely
know,
kept my interest.
Libby being pregnant again. Ed and Liz, yet another breakup.
What about speaking of those two, Andre, he was kind of coming at people a little bit too, very judgmentally this season, like on the tell all.
Yeah.
Ed kind of outshined him, but he was kind of really like coming at Jovi and
He
everybody.
kept picking on Jovi, but then he would be friends
Yeah.
with him. you know?
Yeah, it's weird. They've got to all have a weird relationship like that. Like almost like it's a and then they're like kind of like the camaraderie I realized from them being on the show and the tell all together. They're just by chance like they are friends because they all are in this crazy
And
system.
you know what? We can't all be that naive. A lot of that stuff is staged. I remember looking at a scene, and I looked at it literally just an hour ago, where Jovi told it's him and Yara sitting there talking to Andre, and Jovi said, "Yeah." He said he was talking to me, and he said, "You're a gold digger." And the minute he said that, Yar launches off into an attack on Andre, but you could catch the tail end of Jovi laughing at it and straightening his face out real quick because the
Hmm.
cameras caught him. So
Yeah.
it was like, okay, yep, that shit's staged. It's
She said something
staged.
like, "I own 3 businesses here," or something like that. I ain't
Right.
no
That was
gold
the
digger.
scene. And but Jovi, you caught the tail end of him cracking up after saying that because that was her cue to go off on Andre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, okay. He looked so serious when he was saying it, but then he was like, haha, I got you in trouble. He started laughing, like, but I don't think the cameras were supposed to catch that because he wiped that smile off his face really quick. So I'm like, I remember Jabri talking about, yeah, I only did what I did to give the show some spark. That's why I was insulting everybody. I don't really feel that way about people, but I'm doing it. And it made me think about Big Ed. Why are you calling Jovi you know,
Yeah.
a
That
wuss
just
and everything? And then, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about
it's
that.
like, who's the real wuss? So you're the one that's, like, acting real tough and then coming around like, I'm sorry,"
Which
and
one of
then
you
getting
guys
mean
down in
again.
the chat said that Ed paid Liz? Was that Renee or Dolly? One of you guys was saying that Ed actually paid Liz to be on the show.
I can't remember. I
Or
remember
was it
you saying
no, it
that
wasn't
before.
Shonda. Shout out to Shonda. That's who. I'm like, I knew it was somebody else in there. Um,
Yes. I just got to get this out of the way. 90 Day Fiancé the other way. What's up with Home Chick's haircut? She was like, was she like, give me the uneven mop do? Oh, I got to look
who
at
is
that
that?
preview on the other way. Renee said it wasn't me that said that.
Okay,
So
somebody
we're
said, oh
I
man, I can't.
remember that. Who said that? Somebody told you that. I do
It
remember
was
you
Roe.
telling
It
me.
was Roe. I think it might have been Shay J.
Shay J.
It might have been
Okay.
Shay J or one of
Somebody did
them.
say that, and I believe it. I believe he's kind of like I feel like he's got that mentality. That's what the problem is with Liz because she's not from another country and he can't have that ultimate control because he tried to throw his money around at
Right.
people too.
No, it wasn't Shay J. Who was the girl with the
Was
red
it?
hair? Wendy Jones. Remember
Oh,
Wendy
Wendy
Jones?
Jones. Yeah, where's she been? Was she here
Yeah,
last
she
week or
hasn't
the
been
week
in here in a
before?
little bit. No, she hasn't been in here in like months. But I think it was Wendy Jones that said it.
I bet Ed called her and told her not to come in anymore, spreading those.
No, he's pissed at Buddha for calling them a wisdom
Oh,
teeth.
is that what it is? Yeah, I saw
But
it in a
yeah,
comment somewhere, Dolly said. That makes sense. Definitely. I was thinking about when we were talking about Love Without Borders too, when we were talking about people promoting their music. I had to laugh at the one lady that is with the guy from Ireland, and the minute that she realized he was kinda disconnected, and she started pulling out the guitar and was like, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna promote my music," is what it seemed like
right.
to me.
I liked it.
I
I
I
actually
think
liked
she's
it.
very good. I just thought it was funny timing after, like, he was like, "Well, I don't know if I'm really feeling it," and all of a sudden, she's like, "Let's make a song. I'm gonna go out on the street and play some music," like,
and then wait a minute, the other guy that's in Ghana.
oh,
Do you
yeah.
guys watch
I think Buddha
Love
told us
Without
about it,
Borders?
didn't she?
Buddha definitely I know is watching it because she turned us on to it.
And
But yeah, the Ghana guy. I like the Ghana song. I like the Ghana guy's song that he did. That was pretty good. But come on, talk about the fact that she went out and stayed out all night, but she had a problem with him dancing on Instagram.
I tell you what,
I don't
that
want
was
my man
weird.
showing himself. Okay, well, where were you last night?
What is with these ladies going out and just, like, not going home with the guy, like, that they came with, like, and okay, the bar closes at 2 around here, like, you might go to an after party, but you usually go with who you came to the bar with, not, like, rolling out on them. Like, "You go head home.
And I
I'll
could
see
literally
you."
strangle the Panama chick.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say if you
Oh
mention
my
her, I'm gonna
God.
get really mad.
The way she talks to that guy, it's worse than Angela talks to Michael. Ah,
Yeah,
shut
it's
up. Shut
terrible.
up. You don't even know
It's
this
like he
man.
can do no wrong. It's like if you don't like him, let him go.
Right.
Like, stop keeping him around. She said,
Yeah.
"Yes, Phil." But I'm just so curious. It's almost like I want to go find this lady's hairdo so I can see what Buddha's talking about
I
because I
know.
know it's got to
What
be funny if she brought it up.
where was it? Oh, the other way.
Yes. So the other way starts when? Wednesday?
Sunday. Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. And
Yep.
love, what is the other one we want to look up? Love after? Is it love
Love after
after?
lockup.
I can't
That's where
believe
the inmates that have been pen pals with these people get out and they actually date
they
them
get
for real.
together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, dude.
Like, what about Arranged? Did anybody watch that? I keep seeing something
Ah.
about that on there where they're actually arranged marriages, not like, oh, and then we got married at first sight too. Have we talked about that?
No. Nope.
Okay.
That's coming on tomorrow.
There's just too much, too many shows. You'll
We
need a
might have to
full,
come on
like,
a couple nights.
you might have to come on at like 5 p.m. so we can end at 9 and talk about every
Or
show.
add
Hour
another
for
night
each.
in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm free. I'm always free for the takeover Tuesday, whatever day it is.
Awesome.
She's the blonde that married her dude after one day of meeting him. Oh, okay. Oh,
What?
Dolly said I saw in a comment Saturday that Bilal and Shida are divorced.
No.
Wow.
You're kidding me.
Something about them never, like, seems like it completely gels. Do you feel like all of a sudden Bilal, he's still a little standoffish, and then when she was like, "I want this is how I wanted the husband I wanted," he looked like he was a little bit, what's the word? Like, he wasn't feeling what she was saying, like, "Oh, as long as I do what you want, that's
Right.
the," you know what I mean? I felt like there was a little bit of awkwardness still, even when they're getting along. It's weird. I don't know if anybody else gets that vibe.
Yeah, I know what you
It's
mean.
very
I know what you mean.
superficial. Like, I don't feel the connection a lot.
Yeah, that's because Bilal is kind of standoffish, period, because he's been hurt so many times. But he's got to realize that he's bringing that hurt towards himself. He's manifesting it by talking down to these women and basically using his money to control the narrative all the time, you
Yeah.
know? Um, I think he was shady in the fact that he roped her into marrying him, knowing full well that he didn't want to give her children and waited so that he looked like the good guy. Okay, I'll give you children. Now it's too late. It's too
Yeah.
late. You know she can't have kids now. The doctor told her she needed to be trying to have kids within 6 months. You waited for a year until you started trying. Come on. That was so obvious. We all called it. We knew what he was doing, and it worked because she's not gonna be able to kick a baby out. And I think when she realized that, that's probably what ultimately broke them apart.
I'm curious to hear that, what
Yeah, I
happened
hope
there.
it's not true. I don't wish that on anybody's relationship, so I hope it's a rumor. But
Yeah.
yeah, we got to dig into that and figure out what's happening there.
And, Dolly said, "Love After Lockup. I watched Derek and Monique, very interesting." And Buddha said, "What, Dolly Bush? No." That's about the, Bilal and Shida.
Yeah, yeah, we
We
have to look
also
at
heard, Molly and her
And
guy. I heard
Kelly
that on
broke up.
YouTube. Yep.
The cop. I thought they were gonna be in it for the long haul. They were doing all those pillow talks together. I like
Mhm.
them.
I did too. And apparently it was because, well, from what the YouTube I listened to was because she couldn't give him enough time. But he did move, like I was saying, he moved across country or whatever, I don't know across country, but he moved away from his job and everything. He was like a cop, right? And
Mhm.
he moved and got rid of his house and came to live with her. And I guess she just was a little bit too independent on the move. Maybe she didn't have enough time and her business was, doing well. And I told this to you. I was like, I figured he might be okay, like hanging in the wings
Right.
with her kind of doing her thing with her career, but I guess maybe it didn't. I even said too that she may have let him go because I felt like she wanted him to be able to have kids and never truly believed that he wasn't gonna end up wanting kids. So
I
she might
think
have
he
just
was
got
more
out
into her
gracefully.
than the idea of having children, and I guess he figured she's already got a couple kids. He said he wanted them though, so who knows?
Yeah.
That's just weird how that happened. And it's so weird because I was watching Pillow Talk last night and it looked like, he was making a comment about something. She just kind of had this look where she was looking over at him like, I'm tired of you. I'm
Now that
like,
you're seeing it.
did he get there and become a couch potato or something? And you know what I'm saying?
You
And
know, one of the things that happened the other day after that made me start thinking about that was we saw an early episode. You know how when you leave the TV on long enough, it just starts in on old episodes. And I
yeah.
started looking at these couples. It was Ed and Liz's first date with the goats, the goat yoga.
Oh, right,
And
right,
I
right,
was
right,
like,
right.
just thinking about them then, like, girl, you should have ran. Like, look what he has put you through. Like, and it
I'm like,
was,
he looked like a little like troll version of Steven Seagal from back in the day. It's like, how could you even remotely be attracted to this guy?
it,
But it's not all about looks. Ed has a very big personality, hence the
yeah.
name Big Ed. And I can see where he can get in. He has that charming side to him that he can get in with certain women. And he managed to get in with Liz, but hopefully she's able to pull herself too and realize that he's not the guy for her. You know what I mean? He's not the guy for anybody right now. Ed needs to grow up and get into Ed.
Yeah.
And then he can, because right now he's about the clout.
He
That's
thinks
all he
he's
wants
better
is
than
the clout.
everybody. He thinks he knows more than everybody. Even when he says he's doing therapy and he's listening, he just says what people want to hear. I
And
really
he
don't think.
gaslights people so he can stand out.
Yeah. I'm
That's
just
how he's
glad
big.
it's not about looks, but I'm glad he cut that hair off from that first season. He looks
Oh,
much
hell
better
yeah.
now.
He looks much better. Looks like a little
If
baby
Ed
George
can look
Clooney.
better, he looks much better.
Got
They're
the salt
talking
and
about a
pepper.
show we don't watch yet.
What?
There's car chases in there now. Dolly and Buddha. Renee said, "Do you know if Derek and Monique are still together?" She asked Buddha and Dolly. I guess that's people from
Oh,
Love After Lockup. We're behind. We're still on Married at First Sight
I'll
and
start catching
90
up on
Day.
Love After Lockup.
Yeah, I kind of got into that one you had me watching. What was it? 60 Days In.
Yeah, we were doing 60 days in for a minute. But I was staying consistent with the 90 day because 90 day has so much crap that you can't keep up with it.
Right.
So it's like for me to veer off on another show, it's like I got all I could do to keep up with what the hell's going on with them, you
Well,
know?
you do a good job of it, and I watch the work that you put into getting these streams ready, and so it's definitely we're thankful
Thank
you give us
you.
all a place to come vent and talk about the 90-day drama with the cool pictures to keep us on track with who was on there. Because 'cause I'll end up forgetting who the heck was on the show after a while, like, I'm like, "Wait," until you show those pictures, I'm like, "Oh, that's right, that happened."
So if you guys want, I will definitely start adding in Love After Lockup. We're probably going to end up having a 3-hour stream, but I'm down with it if you guys are. We could have a conversation about a couple different shows. So I'll try to catch up on some episodes of Love After Lockup this week, and maybe next Tuesday we can. Is it a new season? Like, did a new season just start?
Buddha said she enjoys your reviews. I enjoy them too.
Thank you. Appreciate
And
you.
Renee said, "Yes, JJ, you give us this platform to spout our nonsense." Hey, in all fairness, it's their nonsense we're talking about, right? It's their drama. I love
That's
other
what we
people's
do.
drama.
That's what we do. We can get in here and bitch about them.
She said it is a new season. I think that's what she was saying. Yes,
Of
too.
Love After Lockup. Okay, cool. So hopefully it's not too far in. We can catch up, John.
Do you believe in love after lockup? I was thinking of that Cher song.
But yeah, so that'll pretty much wrap up this review and this season of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. And I don't know. I really hope that either Debbie is going to be on the other way, or they're going to probably do another before the 90 days, because I don't know that she and Tony are even engaged. So that would be a before the 90-day type deal. And then I bet you any amount of money. And this is what Usman needs to do. He needs to go on a single life, since he
Yeah.
wants to be on the show so much. Okay. And anybody noticed that they were like, okay, yeah, no music this season. And we didn't hear one Soldier Boy song at all.
Mhm.
Not one. So they're like, okay, yeah, you got your mileage. Okay. But he needs to go on the single life. I don't know if but that's the thing. I don't think they follow the foreigners. They just follow the Americans with that.
Yeah.
They're not
I
going to go abroad and do single life over there, but they should. Why not?
yeah, who knows? They
Especially with
might.
Usman. He's been
Well,
on the show for a while.
that's true. That is a good show that you could you suggest for them. 90 Day the other way. I mean, wait a minute, Single Life the other way or something. I was trying to think of the other side. Oh man. She said y'all are gonna laugh, JJ and Vegan. Yeah, and you know what? I was thinking of this too. I don't remember if you already talked about it like that. Like I was saying, is that something that they're gonna start doing where we get to see the little after party? Because I don't remember that happening
No,
before. All I
it
remember is
didn't.
the tell all.
Yeah, they just started that. So they're like, yeah, this season we got a whole lot more for you. We got before the show, they're showing what they're talking about after the
It's
show.
like they're putting more reality.
Yeah, the green room all throughout, you know what I mean? We're getting to see them when they're eating lunch and all that stuff. So it's like it's just a constant stream. It's like reality on reality. You
Right.
know what I mean? The background of the reality show. It's like, okay, what's, the real. you
Right. Like
know?
this is what is really real. They're just trying to make us think what's real.
Right.
Buddha said congrats on making it over 1,000. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you, J. Crew. Thank you, ADT family.
good point, Buddha. She said they filmed Tanya in Aruba. They can do Single Life his way.
Right.
That's true.
You know, I think they should. I think they should. I think he's earned that spot. We've watched Usman go through two relationships now.
Mhm.
So, why not go single life and put him on there? And then maybe we can see if he starts dating that girl that his mom tried to hook him up with. And if he ever has this woman and meets this wife and has kids. Because Kim said, I'm not looking forward to seeing him meet somebody. So I don't know if she was trying to throw us a clue that he may be on the next segment of the single life or what. But I think and think about it, she can be on there now. If they broke up, she can be on the single life because she said
Mhm.
she's not going to date, but they're probably going to talk her into it. Date for the
Yeah.
show. Date for the show. Go ahead. We'll find you somebody.
Right.
Like Ed and Liz. Come on now. Nobody wants Ed. They had to pay somebody to date him.
Right. Renee said if they can do Ed and Liz as two Americans, they can film Usman in Nigeria. That's true.
Yep.
And where was yeah, that's right. You said where she was. And then who else could go on the sing? Michael might end up on there too. Michael and Usman. Oh, thank you, Farah. She said that's what we do. ADT family supporting each other. Look at
ADT
that.
family is absolutely amazing. And you guys are new inductees of the J Crew.
Oh
So
my
thank you
goodness.
guys for showing up over here. I appreciate that so much.
It's been such a nice turnout. Thank you all for coming.
Don't
Buddha
forget
said
to smash the like button, guys.
Buddha's been hyping it up down there. She's ready to get you to 15,000. And
Woo! Road to
Buddha's,
1500 now, right, Buddha?
let's do it. We got it. He wants Zara. He'll be calling her on Single Life while dating. Talking about Postman.
Zara.
Thank
I would
you.
like to see him hook up with her once and for all. It's like, please just hook up with this man and bring him over here so we can see what would happen with the records and the music and all of that. I'd like to see him with Zara. Zara's a nice looking young woman. She seems like more of a fit for him. You know, she can give him children and he gets to come over to the US and try to build his career over here. I would like to see that happen, quite frankly. That's who he should be with.
Renee said she's gorgeous. She don't want that man.
Renee, be nice.
Ooh.
You guys are
Buddha said right.
ruthless over here.
I'm telling you, tough crowd, right? They're
Tough
hard on
crowd.
poor Eastman.
Man. So yeah, do me a favor, leave me a comment on this video tonight, okay? When you guys get off of here and I shut it down, hit the comment section and suggest to me one other show that you want me to is everybody cool with Love After Lockup, or if you have another suggestion, let me know. And what I'm going to try to do is just start taking the Tuesday takeover and breaking it up into segments. So we'll spend like 15-20 minutes on one, another, and then we'll do like 3 shows in one, and that way we can all kind of get our favorite shows in. So leave me a comment on, I know Love After Lockup I'm definitely going to do, but leave me a comment on any other shows that we haven't mentioned, and we can talk about them for a few minutes and just kind of spread it out. I've seen Nikki Starr do that, so that's pretty cool. Shout out to Nikki Starr and Call Me Wah. So 2 of my favorite channels. But anyway, and if you have not subscribed to American Dream Trading, head over to Coach's channel at American Dream Trading on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button over there as well. He's got a lot of good info. If you've ever wanted to learn how to trade stocks, Coach is one of the best teachers out there, and he is making millionaires by the day. Okay, and I'm gonna be one of them. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be one of them. I know it. I'm home. I'm where I'm supposed to be to make that dream happen. I've been manifesting it for years now, and I realize that Coach is Neo. He's the one that's going to take me there. So I'm just glad to be home, and with such a supportive family, how can we not all be successful? So, and I want you guys that are part of the OGJ crew to be a part of that. So if you've ever wondered about that, go over to his YouTube channel and subscribe and check out some of his videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You will see what I'm talking about. You see what he did for this channel, okay, in a matter of hours. So go check it out. He's got a big heart and a wonderful, wonderful environment for you to learn in. He gives his time. I've never seen anybody sit at a computer from 9 in the morning until, and then it's not even just that, he's off getting hot stock picks and all of that before he even goes live, and he goes live on all the platforms, and he sits there and trades all day. And if you're a part of his membership, you can actually go on his Zoom call and ask him questions directly, and he'll step you through stuff. So if you've ever wanted to be financially free and learn how to trade stocks, he is the best coach I've ever seen, and literally making millionaires out of people who don't even know what the hell they're doing or didn't know what they were doing before getting with him. He's that good. So, it's that much of it. Look how many people showed up. So that's crazy. I thought I had a good J Crew before. Now the J Crew is growing even more, and it starts with the foundation. You guys that were originally in here with me, I love you so much, and thank you for hanging in there and staying with me. I told you. Look at that. Look how we grew, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know what Coach feels like, and you guys said you guys are going to be the OGs, the day ones, and here it's starting to happen.
That's why grew rhymes with crew. Oh, I tried to do one.
She'll be here all week. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you, ADT crew, now part of the J Crew as well, for showing up and supporting. And hopefully you guys will be in here next week, and we will
Thank
chill
you.
and talk about some more stuff. Leave some comments and let me know any other shows you guys want to talk about. Buddha, Dolly, Shonda, Thank you guys. Renee, love you guys so much. Janetta, KT, thank you guys for coming in here. I appreciate you so much. Kurt, Portuguese, oh my God, all the
Farah,
names.
did we get Farah?
Farah, thank you guys so much for coming in
KT,
here.
Janetta,
Yep.
Buddha, Farah. I'm going to read through them. I'm going to act like I remembered, but I'm getting old. Renee, um, man, just everybody showed up tonight.
We
Thank
appreciate you
you,
guys so much.
Dolly. Buddha,
And
thank you for always hyping up the chat. You are so great getting those likes up.
she is a mod unto herself. Love you, Buddha.
All right. Thank you
guys
guys.
have
Thanks
a
for having me,
fantastic
Dawn.
night, everybody. Thanks for marrying me, Jen.